And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Mustang Freshman Football 2007. Of course, while the varsity takes on Narbonne later on, the Mustangs freshmen will be taking on the El Segundo Eagles in today's contest. Of course, Jeremy, we've seen some pretty impressive performances by the Mustangs freshman football team so far this season. Of course, Brian Fafita is certainly being a major part of their offense and defensive attack. Jeremy, what can you tell me about the Mustangs freshmen, and is there anything we can expect to see from the Eagles tonight?
Well, Chris, first of all, Brian is wearing number 12 this game as opposed to number 6, which he wore in last telecast that the Mustang freshmen had here on Manhattan 8. So I would again look for this Mustang defense to be dominating, and it'll be interesting to see what the El Segundo Eagles bring to the table as far as offensive and defensive formations.
Of course, as is Mustang tradition, the Mustangs offense will be powered by a strong running attack. Look to see a balanced game overall by the Mustangs, but as the Mustangs like to do, they'd like to dominate early and often on offense and really pound that ball up the middle. Let's see if the Eagles defense can be up for the challenge. And meantime, there's the squid kick to start the game off, taken by one of the Eagles' up man, who was stopped quickly by the Mustangs. Of course, number 44, John Tavai. Be hearing that name a lot tonight, fans. John involved on that play with the tackle. Eagles start out on offense with a straight run, and Mustangs collide for a few big hits. Of course, number 25, Dion Morris with the finishing blow. That's a no-gainer, 2nd and 10 Eagles. El Segundo with the QB keeper now. Tackled nicely by the Mustangs, number 71, Brett Dara. 3rd and short now for the Eagles. 3rd, and I'm going to call it 2. And Mustang stopped that one. It was a quick run by the fullback right up the middle, but it went for nothing. In fact, the Eagles may have lost the yard. Big number 68, Noah Granone, involved on that tackle, forcing a punt by the Eagles. Welcome, fans. It's the Mustangs freshman football against the Eagles freshman football. That one is, don't know if that was a design play or not. I'm going to call it was. It didn't look like the Eagles were aware that they were running a fake punt on that call, but either way, it works definitely in the Mustangs' favor. Mustangs were all over that one. They're going to start out 1st and 10 with good field position. Timeout on the play.
Yeah, Chris, I'm not sure exactly what that last play was either. I believe it was a fake attempt, but that Mustang defense was way too strong.
And the Mustangs start out on the ground. Driving forward is, of course, the Mustangs' number 33, David Romero. David getting the first carry of tonight's contest. And this time on the ground, it's Brian Fafita. Of course, Mustangs have number 7, Dalton Crawford, under center at quarterback. That seems to be the popular number for Mustangs quarterbacks this season. As, of course, Sean Kelly, the Mustangs varsity starter, also wearing number 7. Mustangs continue to keep this one on the ground. That was Dion Morris with that carry. That's good for the first. It's 1st and 10 Mustangs. Mustangs look like that one was going to be a little option left. Quarterback Crawford tried to really sell that pitch. Mustangs got about 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. Crawford on the play action. Incomplete, had a couple receivers in the general area, but Crawford was under pressure. That's going to bring up a 3rd and, I'll call it 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs. Crawford now under center, drops straight back. He's got a man on the right-hand side, and good coverage by the Eagles. Of course, that one was intended for number 21 for the Mustangs, Kyle Farber. Incomplete, 4th down now, and punting situation for the Mustangs. And a wonderful punt. Takes a good Mustangs roll, and surprisingly, one of the Eagles' upmen decides on the bounce to take it. Mustangs, however, played that one well. Big number 68, Noah Granaw, smartly comes up with the tackle. Eagles take over now, 1st and 10. Eagles keep it on the ground, and nice team tackle by the Mustangs. Of course, big number 44, John Tavai, mentioned earlier, we'll definitely be hearing his name a lot in tonight's contest, especially on defense. Comes up big with the tackle there. And this time tackled for a loss. That's the Mustangs, number 8, Thomas Farrell. The 6-foot freshman comes up with a big tackle. That's a 3rd and long situation now for the Eagles. Eagles under pressure on the rollout, and incomplete. Good coverage by the Mustangs. Number 21, Kyle Farber, involved on that coverage. 4th down now and punting for the Eagles. Low line drive kick. Going to be returned. There's some definite yardage, and nice return by the Mustangs. Dante Davis with a great job to field that one and get great yardage for the Mustangs. Got that one all the way out to the 32-yard line, 1st and 10, Maricosta. Man in motion, Crawford with the pitch. That is Brian Fafita, who takes it on the left-hand side, puts his shoulder down, and pounds his way forward. Great run on 1st down for the Mustangs. 1st and 10, Maricosta. And off to Fafita again, this time straight up the middle. Couple nice moves. That one may have been in for the score. Let's see what he spotted. Just shy. I thought he may have gotten in, but looks like he's half a yard short. Either way, that's a great run. Good patient run by Brian Fafita. That's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Mustangs. Crawford with the QB keeper, and that one is in for the touchdown. Mustangs get on the scoreboard first. Make this one 6-0, Maricosta. QB keeper by Dalton Crawford. Point after attempt is up, it's high enough, it's straight enough, and it's good. 7-0, Mustangs jump on the scoreboard here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, Chris, like we'll see with most freshman teams, the Mustangs will primarily stay on the ground until they get more into the season. Then I'd like to see this Mustang offense open it up a bit. But again, great job by the Mustangs offensive line, breaking up holes, and great job and Dalton Crawford running on the ground.
The El Segundo Eagles will start out now, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. They start out on the ground there, but nice job by the Mustangs defense. Number 30, Dakota Califut, involved in that play. 2nd and 9 now for the Eagles. Receiver formation. And oh, that one's picked off. That's Brian Fafita with the interception. He had a couple picks last week, and he's still on his feet and finally brought out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Great interception and great return. Mustangs offense will start out with great field percentage. Oh, however, there's a flag on the play.
Looks like the Mustangs will have a bigger percentage of the field to make up to get to that end zone now.
Luckily, that penalty was after the interception, so the Mustangs still keep possession. Meantime, on 1st down, Mustangs go with the ground game, get about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. Crawford with the handoff, and oh, sweet niblets. That's a great run up the middle. That looks like that one just may be enough for a Mustangs 1st down, and in fact, it is. And that one will end the 1st quarter.
Welcome to Manhattan Village. My name is Phyllis Cohen Edwards. I'm with Shorewood Realtors, and I am the resident consultant here in Manhattan Village. Manhattan Village is extremely family-oriented. We have youngsters in their 20s, and we have folks all the way into their 90s that live here. I invite you to manhattanvillage.com. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me.
And welcome back to 2nd quarter action. Of course, your Mustangs lead this contest 7-0 here at the beginning of the 2nd quarter. Mustangs with the ball first down, and the Mustangs start off with a carry. Of course, that's Michael Novakmet with the carry. It's a 2nd and 8 situation now for the Mustangs. Quarterback Crawford on play action. He's going deep and incomplete. Dante Davis was his intended target. That's going to bring up a 3rd down situation now for the freshman Mustangs. Crawford lining his team up under center. Takes a snap, and it's a quick receiver screen, which has worked for good yardage. Number 21 for the Mustangs, Kyle Farber, took that one, turned it upfield, and got the 1st down. I formation Mustangs. Uh-oh. Missed snap there between Crawford and his center. Ball hit the ground. Looks like the Mustangs have maintained possession, but let's get the official word from the man in the white hat. And in fact, it is still possession Mustangs. That will make the play 2nd down now and 10. Crawford on the handoff. Mustangs get about 4 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down situation now. 3rd and long for the Mustangs. Crawford under center. Sends a man in motion and takes the pitch out to Brian Fafita, who is tackled quickly. Eagles not fooled at all. Mustangs end up with the loss on the play. It's 4th down. Mustangs to punt. There's the snap. Mustangs trying to angle this one, and no, taken by the out man, kind of a line drive kick, and good tackle. Brian Fafita would not let go. Finally ends up with the tackle. Great job, Brian. Eagles will start out first and 10, however, trailing in this contest 7-0 here in the second. Eagles on first and 10. It's play action, and it's caught, but nice tackle. Tajee Mobley with the tackle. Great job to really stand his position, stick it firmly, and come up with the hit. Timeout on the field. Mustangs are leading this contest 7-0 here in the second quarter. Eagles now on second and 7. And it's a quick pitch to the Eagles tailback, who makes a couple nice cuts. Kyle Reichman, number 20, and John Devine, number 44 for the Mustangs, involved on the tackle. However, Garrett Gamani came up with the nice run. Meantime, now Eagles scrambling. Mustangs with good pressure. However, not able to bring down the Eagles quarterback. Finally, after a few-yard gain, number 4, Grant Palmer for the Eagles, used that 5'11", 160-pound frame of his. Big kid for a freshman, used it to his advantage and got good yardage. It's second down now for the Eagles. Good catch by the tailback. However, the Mustangs defense reacts well, including number 3, Tajee Mobley, with a nice tackle. Third down now for the Eagles. They lost about a yard on the play. Eagles back to pass, looking left, throwing left, completing left, and going nowhere. Great coverage by the Mustangs. Kyle Reichman, number 20.
Get on him, Kyle.
Especially on a third down situation, he played it well. Really kept El Segundo's receiver in front of him. El Segundo did get enough of the first, but just barely. Meantime now, not going anywhere. El Segundo's receiver is still dancing around. However, he's still on his feet, finally brought down. Mustangs almost get the huge loss on it. Instead, after some pretty nifty running by the Eagles receiver there, he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 now for the Eagles. And it's play action. And the Eagles are keeping it at QB keeper. Hard collision along the sideline. Tajee Mobley, very talented corner for the Mustangs, comes up with a nice hit. Even broke the chain along that sideline there after the hard collision with Grant Palmer, the 5'11" freshman quarterback for the Eagles. And stopped him just short of the first down. It's third and short now. And that one's not going anywhere. Great job by the Mustangs. I saw big number 71, Brett Dara, involved in that hit. Prevents the Eagles from getting the first. It's a fourth down situation. Eagles are going for it. Fourth and about 3. We're here in the second quarter, and looks like the Eagles were trying to draw the Mustangs off sides. It did not work. In fact, that's the second game in a row, Jeremy. We've seen an opponent try to draw the Mustangs defense off sides. This is a very disciplined young group. Did not work then, did not work now. Eagles are forced to take the timeout. Eagles now on the real fourth down play. It's play action, and it's complete. Good tackle. by the Mustangs to G. Mobley. However, it comes after the first down reception by the Eagles. They keep possession. And on first down, complete another pass. Especially for a fresh Eagles really like to go to the air. You don't see that too often with young freshman quarterbacks. But Eagles think they have a good one in Grant Palmer, and they are definitely putting his arm to the test. They got about 7 on that play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and short. A timeout on the field meantime. Of course, your Mustangs do lead this contest 7-0. Only 40 seconds remain before halftime. Palmer now under center for the Eagles. Drops straight back. He's under pressure, though. He flushes left, throws left, and oh, it's incomplete. Great coverage by the Mustang secondary out there. Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd down situation now. 3rd and about 7 for the Eagles. Segundo back to pass. And rolling right and completing right is Grant Palmer. Complete to number 28, Chad Rhodes. Chad stopped just shy of the first down as he needed to slide to make that reception. If he would have been able to stay on his feet, he probably could have got the first. Flag on the play. And it's against the Eagles. Big call. Let's see. And oh, another flag on the play. That's another motion penalty against the Eagles that continues to move them further and further back. Eagles back to pass now. It's 1st and now about 20. However, they're making most of that up with that one play. Good reception, good yardage. It's going to bring up a 2nd and short now. Only 9 seconds remain, however. 2nd and about 7. They got about 13 yards of those 10 yards of that in penalty yardage back in that one play. Good pressure. No, that's picked off by the Mustangs. And oh, still on his feet. He's got a chance to get in for the score. And in fact, he will. That looks like that one's number 3, Tashi Mobley. Tashi's been playing some great defense so far tonight. As far as tackling, that time he comes up with the big interception. Congratulations, young man. That's a touchdown. That will actually take us to the end of the first half. Of course, we still need to kick the point after attempt. The clock ran out during the return of the interception for the touchdown by number 3, Taji Mobley. And it looks like there's a penalty against El Segundo here. Waiting for the officials to get situated. In fact, it was. Mustangs will still go for the point after attempt despite the penalty. And the hold is good. The kick is up. It's straight and it's perfect. That will take us to halftime. Fans, Mustangs lead 14-0 and we'll be right back. And welcome back. We're here at halftime. Of course, the Mustangs freshmen lead this game 14-0. Pretty solid all-around game by the Mustangs. Of course, their defense has been tested a little bit tonight by El Segundo's quarterback, Rhett Palmer. The big freshman quarterback for El Segundo has definitely not been shy about getting his pass attempts. Not very common. You don't see that too often here at the freshman level. As Jeremy talked about earlier, usually that's something you see gradually worked in, and you see more and more facets of it as the season goes on. El Segundo, however, goes with a different approach, and it's worked fairly well for them. But the Mustangs D has come up big when it needed to. And to top that off was the first half performance of number 3, Tajee Mobley, not only coming up with a number of big tackles, a couple potential touchdown saving tackles along the sideline, but even one that broke the chain along the sideline. But even bigger than that was the big interception return for the touchdown that led us to halftime, with the Mustangs leading right now 14-0 and prepared to return the opening kickoff of the second half. Mustangs on the return. That's number 2, Dante Davis with a good return. Nifty move, and he's cutting that one back. A flag comes in late. Let's see what that call is. But meantime, Dante Davis with an impressive run for a touchdown. Until that call, I saw that flag come in. I was a little worried about it. That's a shame, because that was certainly a very nifty return by Dante. Still works for great field position by the Mustangs. We'll take that percentage any day. This time it's a handoff, fullback, straight up the gut. Of course, that's the Mustangs' big number 33, David Romero, with the carry. Got about 3 on the play, 2nd and 7. Mustangs keep it on the ground again. This time it's Brian Fafita, the talented freshman running back. Gets good yardage and more than enough for the Mustangs first. Got about 13 on the play. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Quarterback Dalton Crawford under center. Hands off to the first back through, who drops the ball. That was not a clean exchange between the Mustangs' David Romero and Dalton Crawford. However, Thomas Farrell, number 8 for the Mustangs, happened to be in the area blocking, saw the ball on the ground, and kept that ball in the Mustangs' possession. Crawford now in the air, has a man, and good job by the Eagles' defensive group. Dante Davis was in the corner of the end zone, but the Eagles knocked that one down. 3rd down now for the Mustangs. That looked like number 25 for the Mustangs that time. Of course, that is Dion Morris with the carry. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3 situation. Mustangs will go for it here on 4th and 3, and it's a quick snap. Great job. Perfect execution by the Mustangs. Dalton Crawford. Mustangs going on sound, and as soon as Dalton got that ball, while everyone else was standing up trying to figure out what was going on, Dalton was getting the 1st down. Morris on that carry gets about 4 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 situation for the Mustangs. Mustangs dominating this game so far, leading 14-0. We're here in the 3rd quarter. And here's the handoff. They look like Brian Fafita on the carry. Of course, the Mustangs with a number of talented backs trying to make sure everyone gets their due coverage in this game. However, that one will bring up a 3rd and long situation now for the Mustangs. 3rd and about 7. 3-back formation, and it's handoff to the second back through. That was number 44, John Devine. Also plays linebacker on defense, a very solid linebacker on defense. That's a 4th down field goal situation for the Mustangs. Good snap. Kick is up. It's high enough, but just a little bit to the left. Mustangs do not convert on the field goal attempt. That keeps the score knotted at 14-0 here in the 3rd. Eagles now on 1st down. That ball's loose. And speaking of number 44, John Devine comes up with the pickup. Scoop that thing up like Derek Jeter out there. Mustangs recover and waiting for the official word, but that should be Mustangs ball. And in fact it is. Mustangs take over thanks to the fumble recovery by John Devine. And Mustangs go to the ground game, but nowhere to go at all was the Mustangs number 33, David Romero. David was mad almost as soon as he got that handoff. That's going to bring up a 2nd and long situation. Mustangs definitely lost some yardage on that play. Timeout on the field. We're here in the 3rd quarter. Your Mustangs lead this contest 14-0 over the El Segundo Eagles. And there's the pitch. After the timeout, Mustangs, that's Brian Fafita, who makes a couple nice moves, spins, twists, turns, and fights his way forward to the 10-yard line. Great run by the Mustangs' talented freshman. There is a flag on the play. Let's check and see what the call is. Mustang coaching staff doesn't look too happy on the sidelines. That one is going to bring that tremendous run by Brian Fafita back. Holding call on the play against the Mustangs. That's a big loss on the play. Let's redo 2nd down here. 2nd and very long for the Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. Waiting for the officials to get set, and there we go. Mustangs are ready now. 2nd and super long. And it's play action. Mustangs going deep and have a man wide open all the way down to the corner right by the pylon. Don't think he got in. No, stopped just shy, but that is Dante Beavis. Dante Beavis, who is definitely showing his talents. Looks like he's a little tied up with one of El Segundo's players. Once he finally breaks free, boy, another big play by Dante. Tremendous job, tremendous receiving talent. Really caught up to that pass as quarterback Crawford just sort of threw it out there, and this time Crawford keeps it himself. Sneaks in, QB keeper right up the middle. That's a Mustangs touchdown. Mustangs set up for the point after attempt. And the kick is up, kick is high enough, kick is deep enough, and the kick is good. 21-0 now. The Mustangs lead this contest. 2:47 to go here in the third quarter. And another squib kick taken by one of the Eagles upmen, and he's taking that one for good yardage. Switches hands, and he may bust free. Pop goes the Weasel. He's in for the touchdown. Just after the Mustangs open a 21-0 lead, the Eagles answer back quickly with a kickoff return for touchdown. Eagles set up now for the point after attempt. The kick is up, and it hits the post. No good. 21-6 is the score. Boy, that one had the height and the distance, but did not have the angle, as it slammed against that goalpost and dropped straight down.
In the championship game?
Of course, not surprising, Dante Davis back to return. Already has a great return this time. However, it's the Mustangs. With another, looked like what started to be another nice return. Of course, that was number 25, Dion Morris. Had an opening, however, let's see, it may not have mattered anyway, as the officials seem to have some call to make here. Guess they haven't met their quota yet. That one seems to be against the Mustangs. In fact, it is, however, the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line, and it's the Mustangs. Brian Fafita, that one could break free. Makes a couple nice moves, cuts back, and finally is brought down at the 43-yard line. Another great run by Brian Fafita. Between Fafita, Davis, and Mobley, the Mustangs have some very, very talented offensive players surrounding a solid quarterback in Dalton Crawford. We're here in the third quarter. Mustangs lead this contest 21-6. Crawford now with the handoff. Straight up the middle, but this time not going anywhere is the Mustangs. Brian Fafita stopped just beyond the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up basically a 2nd and 9.5 for the Mustangs. Dual receiver set, and it's a handoff to the straight back through. The first back through for the Mustangs is number 33, David Romero. 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. Of course, the Mustangs do lead 21-6. Quarterback Crawford takes the snap, gives a quick pitch out to Fafita, who makes a couple nice good moves, fights his way, wiggles his way, and worms his way forward for about a 3-yard gain. That's a lot of effort for a small gain, but the Mustangs will take that effort any day of the week. And that will end the third quarter. And welcome back for the fourth and final quarter. Of course, your Mustangs lead this contest 21-6 over the El Segundo Eagles. Mustangs are on offense. Mustangs have looked very sharp, and quarterback Crawford takes the timeout. Obviously, Dalton did not like what he saw. Dalton's actually had a pretty sharp game for the Mustangs. Overall, however, Mustangs have been led primarily by Brian Fafita, both on offense and defense, and especially on defense, number 3, Taji Mobley, with a big interception return for a touchdown. And what a bad snap. That one flies over the punter's head. And Mustangs still get the punt off. There was contact on the punter. That one's down by the Mustangs just beyond the 50. Eagles start out 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line, and it's a pitch for a big run, and he's still on his feet. That's number 6 for the Eagles, Leroy Johnson. Finally brought down by the Mustangs, Thomas Farrell. But not until he got 8 yards. It's a 2nd down and 2 for the Eagles. He goes back to pass. It's a running back screen with some open field. That's enough for the first. Not much more, however. Good job by the Mustangs to converge on that tackle. Number 20, Kyle Reichman, as well as Brendan Sofin involved in that tackle for the Mustangs. 1st and 10, however, for the Eagles. And it's a little fake throw. Quick spin to the running back draw. Worked for about 6 yards. Again, number 8, Thomas Farrell, involved in the tackle. Second, I'll call it a long 3 for the Eagles. Eagles now on the rollout, and the throw is up, and Grant Palmer cannot connect to his receiver. Chad Rhodes, number 28, incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd down situation now for the Eagles. 3rd and about 4. Eagles on the handoff on 3rd down. But not going anywhere. What a great, spectacular form tackle by number 44, John Devine. John not only stopped the forward progress by the Eagles running back, but pinned him up and took him down. That's a 4th down now for the Eagles. Eagles will go for it here on 4th and short, and Eagles back to pass under pressure. Devine with the pressure, and Eagles completed it. That looks like that is enough for the first. Well done by El Segundo to convert that 1st down despite the heavy pressure by the Mustangs, number 44, John Devine. However, it looks like there is a penalty on the play. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Jeremy. It looked like number 57 for the Eagles was the the receiver, I guess you would say, in that situation. Didn't make the reception. However, 57 would be an ineligible number, and that appears to be the call. That will give the ball over to the Mustangs due to the penalty, and the Mustangs now with Brian Fafita. Ooh, a nice cut. Brian still on his feet, finally taken down after 11-yard gain. That's more than enough, 1 yard enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Of course, the Mustangs lead this contest 21-6, and at this stage are more concerned about taking time off the clock as we are in the 4th quarter. Mustangs start out 1st down with about a 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up a 2nd down situation. Actually, it looked like the officials, I thought he got a 1st down myself, but it looks like the officials saw the other way. Now it's 1st down here. Brian Fafita with a couple nice cutbacks. Fafita really showing that great field vision he has. Great patience as a running back. Really follows his lead blocks very well. Gets about 8 on the play. It's 2nd and 2. This time it's Fafita again, straight up the middle. Looks like the Mustang coaching staff really wants to let this possession be the one that's the backbreaker for the Eagles. as Brian Fafita, their primary running back, is getting the majority of the carries. Third down now for the Mustangs. And that ball was loose. That one went to the Mustangs' big fullback. Of course, that's number 33, David Romero. But the ball was stripped, and the Eagles will take over after the turnover. Eagles now on 1st and 10. Quarterback Palmer back to pass, and in and out of the hands of his receiver. That's number 6, of course, Leroy Johnson. Good effort, but not able to come up with the reception. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Palmer back to pass again. And this time the Mustangs get some pressure from the outside and are able to come up with the tip pass on the blitz. Excellent job by the Mustangs secondary on that one. That's going to bring up a 3rd down situation now for the Eagles. Quarterback Grant Palmer, straight back. He's rolling right now. He's under pressure. He's flushed out. Nowhere to go. And only place to go was down, and he went down hard. Mustangs number 74, John Mayfield, the 6-foot, 240-pound freshman with the big hit. That's a 4th and 10 now for the Eagles. Of course, we're here in the 4th and final quarter of this game. Your Mustangs leading this contest 21-6. Eagles going forward on 4th down, trailing by 2 touchdowns, and that one is broken up nicely. Brian Fafita out there involved in that breakup. It looks like he's a little shaken up as well. Mustangs coaching staff and program certainly hope he's okay. He's walking it off, and now he's jogging it off, so it looks like Brian is fine. That's definitely good news. Great coverage out there by both Brian and number 3, Tajee Mobley, both involved in that breakup of that pass attempt. And, of course, Tajee having a wonderful game in the secondary tonight for the Mustangs. Meantime, Mustangs pounded forward. Big number 33, fullback David Romero. Timeout Eagles as the Mustangs get good 1st down yardage by David Romero. Only 3:30 left to go in this contest. El Segundo holding on to whatever hope they have left. Mustangs hoping that hope is gone quickly as number 3, Tajee Mobley, now at running back with the carry. Of course, as I mentioned, Tajee not only having a number of big tackles on defense, but coming up with the big interception return for touchdown that took us right into halftime, making the score 14-0 at that time. Of course, Mustangs currently lead 21-6 here in the 4th and final quarter. First, Mustangs got the 1st down on that play. 1st and 10, that's huge. Mustangs really just want to keep that clock moving at this stage. And another solid run off left tackle for the Mustangs. That's Tajee Mobley again. Getting plenty of work now on the offensive side. .226 to go. Another timeout on the field by the Eagles. Of course, the Eagles know this game is quickly getting out of hand. Mustangs really have dominated this contest for the majority of this game. They've held this game in check pretty well. Solid performance all around by the Mustangs. And Tajee, ball pops out. Looks like another Mustang picked it up on the bounce though after Tajee got a nice run of about 15 yards. In fact, that's number 8, Thomas Farrell. Second time this contest, he's picked up a fumbled a ball by a running back. Good heads-up play out there by Thomas, keeping the ball in the Mustangs' possession. Meantime, ball comes loose again. Looks, however, this time, number 25 for the Mustangs, Dion Morris, was down by contact before the fumble. Second and goal for the Mustangs. And run straight up the middle. That's number 33, David Romero. Stopped just shy of the goal line. Meantime, that clock continues to run. Third and goal for the Mustangs. In fact, even if the Mustangs get stopped, in fact, they go to the knee, that should do it. I was just about to say, if they get stopped on the third down here, that may be the better call, because that should end the game. The officials keep the clock rolling. And that will do it. The Mustangs will win this contest 21-6. Again, a solid all-around performance offensively and defensively for this Mustang freshman squad. Very impressive performances by Tajee Mobley as a running back at the end and primarily as a defensive back. Big hits and the big return for a touchdown, as well as quarterback Dalton Crawford really controlled that offense. And of course, Brian Fafita showing his tremendous athletic ability and skill level at this freshman level, really dominated the offensive game. And you can't forget the defensive skills of big number 44, John Tavai, really leading that linebacking crew for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Chris, that was a great job by the Mustangs on all sides of the ball, especially that defensive interception for a touchdown by Mobley to end the first half of play.
Well, thanks for tuning in, fans. I'm Chris Lee signing out for Jeremy Sadowski, and we will see you next week.